The adventure of the brave little fox kid's story bedtime story. In a lush forest filled with towering trees and sparkling streams, there lived a young fox named Finn. Finn was known throughout the forest for his curiosity and bravery, despite being one of the smallest creatures in the woodland. He loved to explore the woods, venturing into every nook and cranny, but there was one place he had always been too afraid to go: the dark hollow. The dark hollow was a mysterious part of the forest, where the trees grew so thick that the sunlight barely touched the ground. The creatures of the forest whispered about the hollow, saying it was a place where shadows danced and strange sounds echoed through the night. Finn had always wondered what lay inside, but the stories of those who had ventured in and never returned made him hesitate. One day, as the sun began to set and the sky turned shades of orange and pink, Finn sat by the river, watching the reflection of the trees in the water. His mind wandered to the dark hollow, and suddenly, he felt a strong urge to discover the truth for himself. "I can't let fear hold me back," Finn whispered to himself. "I'm brave enough to face whatever lies in the hollow." With a deep breath, Finn stood up, his heart pounding with excitement. He ran through the forest, his paws light on the soft earth, until he reached the edge of the dark hollow. The trees were taller here, their branches twisted in strange shapes, and the air felt cooler and heavier. The forest grew eerily silent, as if holding its breath. Finn hesitated for a moment, but then, remembering his determination, he stepped into the hollow. The deeper he went, the darker it became, but Finn didn't stop. The shadows stretched around him, but he held his head high, his sharp eyes searching for anything that might help him understand this mysterious place. Suddenly, he heard a rustling sound. Finn's ears perked up, and he turned to see a pair of glowing eyes staring at him from the darkness. His heart raced, but he remembered that he had come to face his fears. "Who's there?" Finn called out, his voice steady despite his nervousness. From the shadows, a gentle voice replied, "I am the guardian of the dark hollow, young fox. You are brave to come here." Out of the shadows stepped a wise old owl, his feathers shimmering in the dim light. "I've been watching over this forest for many years," the owl said, "and I see that you have the courage to seek the truth." Finn stood tall, his fur bristling with a mix of excitement and fear. "What is the dark hollow really?" he asked. "Why is it so mysterious?" The owl smiled kindly and perched on a nearby branch. "The hollow is not a place of danger, but a place of transformation. It is where creatures come to face their deepest fears and learn what it means to be truly brave. Those who enter and seek the truth are rewarded with the wisdom to overcome any obstacle." Finn's eyes widened. "So, it's not a place to fear?" "No," the owl replied. "It is a place to grow. The darkness only exists to help you find the light within yourself." Finn nodded, understanding now. He had been afraid of the dark, but now he saw that the darkness was not something to be feared. It was simply a challenge that helped him become stronger. With the owl's guidance, Finn spent the rest of the evening in the dark hollow, learning to embrace the shadows and discover the courage that lay inside him. By the time the moon rose high in the sky, he felt a deep sense of peace and confidence. As Finn made his way back to the heart of the forest, he realized that the dark hollow wasn't a place of fear, but a place where he could grow into the brave fox he was always meant to be. From that day on, he wasn't afraid of the dark anymore, and whenever he felt challenged, he remembered the lessons of the hollow. And so, Finn became a hero in his own right, not by conquering the dark hollow, but by discovering the light within himself.